Coming up next is Indy News number 108. It's an all Kids Corner edition of Indy News. That's right, Kids Corner. And we're going to talk about the boycott that the American Family Association is lodging against both Archie Comics and Toys R Us over Kevin Keller. We're also going to talk about Mark Millar's new book about kindergarten kids who have superpowers and how he's going to have a portion of the proceeds from that book going to a children's hospital in Scotland, which is good job, man. And we're also going to talk about Garfield the Cat and how he's coming to Boom Comics via the pen of Mark Evanier. All that and more coming right up after this.
This alley is the perfect place for comic book and Bo. Lots of indie comics to talk about and no law enforcement.
They suggested I go back to school. I just don't see myself relating to kindergartners again. Independent Comic Book News, episode 108, Mayor Clown, Silly City.
Hey folks, Comic Book Man here. Welcome once again to my video outhouse. Bo?
Yes.
What time is it?
It's Indy News time.
Indy News number 108.
And it's all about the kid.
That's right. We're going to take a trip to the Kids Corner.
The kid!
The kids! The kids! And of course, I have the biggest Kids Corner, among other things, of any comic book store in the city. And it's located right here at Alternate Reality, which is at the intersection of 111th and Kedzie in beautiful downtown Mount Greenwood. Alternate Reality, where all my new comics are always 15% off every day for everyone.
I've seen it. It's huge.
It's huge. It is. It is. And our first story up involves Archie Comics and Toys R Us and why they're being boycotted.
Whoops.
The Conservative American Family Association, by way of their 1 Million Moms offshoot
There's
group.
a million moms.
By the way,
swear to God, there's a million of them.
By the
They
way,
don't like
the
them
membership
to
for
cover
the
that.
1 Million Moms offshoot, it's actually 40,000,
Yeah.
which isn't even close to a million. But they're urging people.
But they're working on it.
Yeah, well, they got a long way to go if they're only at 40,000.
You know what? I bet they've got a million in spirit.
No, they don't. No one cares about the American Family Association. But they're urging people to boycott Archie Comics and Toys R Us because they sold this week Life with Archie number 16, which showed Kevin Keller, who happens to be a homosexual, getting married. And the book, by the way, is sold out everywhere.
Who do you marry?
A guy.
Well, yeah, but
Really?
He wasn't Jughead.
Oh.
Jughead.
how about Reggie?
Anybody?
No, it wasn't
Anybody?
Reggie can go that
Anybody
way.
we know?
I don't know. I didn't read
Reggie
it
can
because
go
it was
that
sold out. By the time I got here, it was gone.
So these folks are boycotting not just Archie but Toys R Us.
Right, because Toys R Us actually has a very small comic section where they sell Archie comics, kids books.
I wish they'd boycott me because I could use the publicity. I sell Archie comics here. I have many fine Kevin Keller comics, so please come on down and boycott me. You're welcome to get signs and march around in front of the store 24/7. Bring the news crews with you, too, because Alternate Reality, the intersection of 111th and Kedzie, can use all the free publicity you can get.
Because you sold out of Life with Archie number 16.
Did I?
Yes, you did.
I don't know. I shot right past
Came
it.
out this week. See, jump on here. It's gone. It's gone.
That was something else.
Whatever it is gone. It's gone.
Actually,
But they got him married awfully quick. Huh? He didn't even date.
Well,
nobody.
you know,
off.
he was dating off panel.
That's where he got
in
married
many
too.
ways.
In many
That's where
ways.
he got married too. I bet.
Okay, moving on. Moving on. Kindergarten Heroes. What is Kindergarten Heroes?
Well, actually, people tend to forget this, but
What?
Mark Millar wrote Superman Adventures for a while, so
Yes, he
he
did.
worked on kids'
Yes, he
books.
did.
He's coming back to the kids' books because he wanted a book for his young daughters to read. He's working with an artist named Curtis Teagues for a book called Kindergarten Heroes,
Okay.
which would be about little kids who have superpowers. And if this book will be available in England, it's going to be available here. If you pick up this book,
Who is going to be publishing?
I would imagine that it's either going to be
be Marvel?
Image, or it's going to be Icon. It's either going to be Image or it's going to be Marvel. It may be an Icon book. You never know.
Yeah.
But if you pick up a copy of this thing, it's available in the United States, and if you pick up a copy in the UK, a share of all the proceeds will go to a children's hospital in Millar's native Scotland. So
that's cool.
If you buy the book, the proceeds go to charity.
Whoever carries it here, I will have it at Alternate Reality, guaranteed. So be sure to stop down and pick it up, if and when it gets over here to America.
It's a very nice thing.
Okay.
Kindergartners with superpowers.
Kindergartners with superpowers.
That's like a nightmare.
Well,
It could be trouble.
that's also known as
What?
Power Pack.
Power Pack. Yeah, it's Power Pack.
See what Wolverine
I'm assuming the
did.
teachers
Say
would
what
be
Wolverine did to
superheroes.
them.
Oh, that's Wolverine and the X-Men. I mean, those are teenagers or adults with superpowers they're watching. So.
Okay. Garfield. Garfield is coming to Boom Comics, and it's going to be written by...
Mark Evanier.
Now we're talking about Garfield the Cat from the comic strip. Jim Davis, the Jim Davis.
Jim Davis character.
Not Garfield, the former president. of the United States.
not
or John Garfield, the
not Jim
former
Garfield.
actor.
Yes, no.
But,
It's Garfield the cat.
It's gonna be an
Or
ongoing,
Garfield Goose.
Or Garfield Goose. It's gonna be an
for
ongoing
you
book from
local
Boom.
Chicago.
That's a Chicago reference for all you folks around the rest of the world.
It'll start
Last
in
year
May.
around Christmas, you'll know.
That's May.
And the art will be from Garfield comic strip artist Gary Barker.
Oh,
now,
okay.
Evanier was picked to write this book specifically by Davis. He picked him. He said, "You, I want you,"
Little Jimmy Davis?
because he worked on didn't he have an animated series for a while?
Mark Evanier?
Garfield.
Garfield.
Yeah, he was- he did a cartoon.
I think he did. I know he had those lousy movies where Bill Murray did the voice.
He had a cartoon.
He had a cartoon series, and Evanier worked on that. And I guess he came in and he did a little writing for the comic strip. So if you're a fan of Garfield and you really love lasagna, because that's all Garfield seems to eat, then pick this up. It's a kid's book from Boom.
Okay. And that's it. We're done. We're finished. We're out of here. We got no more indie kids news. But you can go to the store's website, check out all of the indie news that this man sends me that I post up. And you can also check out the Kids Corner for shipping, which I post up every week on the store's website, just the shipping for kids. And where's all that wonderful goodness at?
Sarah, tell them.
Hey, how much does a branding iron cost?
So go to the store's website, check out all of that good stuff. And until next time, this is Comic Book Man
And Bo.
saying bye. Hey, you want to save 20% off of everything in the store? Then show up on the 20th of every month, because the 20th is Founders Day here at Alternate Reality. And on Founders Day, everything except this week's new comics and bulk supplies is 20% off. That's right, every single thing in the store is 20% off every 20th here at Alternate Reality.
The Video Outhouse is brought to you by some of the finest people willing to work for free. This is a list of some of them.